Welcome back to Code A. It is time for Ryung against Ragnarok. I just said the players' names. We don't have fly-in intros anyways. At the top right, Terran player from Slayers. Let's take a look at his picture. Well, maybe not. Oh, there it is.
Yep, there we have him. The Slayers player. This is Ryung. The last Zerg that he faced was actually live in the GSL up and downs, and he was able to take a game of him. Starting to the bottom left is his opponent. And we've just seen Hyung, but this time it's another TSL Zerg. We have actually Ragnarok.
And it's time for Ragnarok to prove himself, you know. Coach Lee has spoken so highly of him to everyone. And, you know, he's played a few games in online tournaments, for example. People know him, but this is his first GSL appearance. It's the first time he's been able to qualify. And it's time for him to really show his stuff. I think he certainly can. But he doesn't have an easy opponent for his first Terran he has to face here. It's going to be Ryung, a very famous and well-known Terran.
And as you already pointed out, Ragnarok was able to qualify through the Code A qualify. We have a Proxy Rex here currently at 11 and a second SCV heading out. So Ryung starting things off with a bang.
Yeah, really very fast double paired Proxy Rex and a really interesting location as well.
But just coming back to the way that Ragnarok had to take to come to this game, we had him defeating players like, for example, Soulkey with a 2-0. He also took down Movie with 2-0, a Casper player. And in the finals of his Code A qualifier, he was faced with another Terran player. He had to play against StarTale Sound, and he did not drop a single magnet against the StarTale player. He took him out with a 2-0. Finds himself in the first round of Code A right now, and is, as already mentioned, up against a double 11 barracks.
Yep. And it's going to be all about whether you can hold this. He went hatch first and making this pull on 16, so he didn't go gas before pull or anything that risky, but he didn't drone scout, so this Overlord is just going to see that there's no command center there, and that's not even necessarily conclusive that it's 2 rocks Praxi, so this is a very scary situation for Ragnarok. It's all going to come down to his micro. He has no Overlord in place, or no drone either to spot for bunkering at the natural.
The thing what is really important for him right now is that how he defends. What he has to do is he has to pull the main part of his drones in the main base in order to defend. He should place down a spine crawler as soon as he sees what's coming and try to save it by using the Zerglings and the drones just to keep his opponent a little bit off the spine crawler, make sure that it survives. And here we have him with pulling most of his harvesters, trying to chase down those SCVs. He needs a little bit of better micro though if he wants to save these drones, and there's already the spine crawler, but he has to save him. He can't just leave it like this.
He actually canceled the spine and moves it again. This is such a great position for Ryung. He's actually got 3 Marines now and more SCVs coming down. In fact, 5 additional SCVs. I think Ragnarok is not going to be able to stop this bunker. It's way too late. Yeah, he's losing so much mining time as well.
With this many SCVs, the mining time is not even the problem because of the harvester count in general. But now the barracks is done and the spine crawler isn't, so he can just go sort of the bunker, of course. He can just take it down. This looks like the end for Ragnarok. If the spine crawler is not able to escape in time, then this will spell GG, and it certainly looks like it's going to be a really big problem for the Zerg player from TSL.
He's mining from his natural, of course, but he's gonna lose it. There's no way to defend.
Well, actually, thinking about it, at this point in time, he still has a chance of defending, but there are so many SCVs, and the SCVs will repair. Ryung has really to rely on his middle right now. That's so important for him when he comes down to his income.
And I think he needs to also, use these Marines a little bit aggressively. I'd like to see him just poke at the hatchery with the Marines rather than trying to go for the Queen. If he pokes at the hatchery, he can kill it a little bit faster.
Well, every Zergling counts right now. He knows that he has to take down as many units of his opponent as possible if he really wants to get the hatch, and he does a good job. Now the spine crawler gets into position, and this is the big problem for him, but at this rate, the spine crawler should not be able to kill the bunker before the hatch dies.
Not with this many SCVs repairing, there's no way. Even if he... it's impossible. So it's already happened.
The big question right now is, will Ryung be able to retreat with those SCVs? There's no speed for the Zerg player just yet, but this bunker will fall, and now he's retreating. He salvages the bunker, he retreats, and he has also the Marine count to make sure that no Zergling attack will actually crush him. He sends the SCVs back, really important here, tries to get on the high ground, realizes that he won't be able to do it. This is also where Ragnarok sets up all these things on the Queen at the top of the ramp, because he wants to trap the Marines on the ramp so that the 2 spine crawlers can take them down. But at this point in time, Ryung makes the right choice. He transitions into an expansion, and Ragnarok is now faced with a very difficult decision.
and he's just going to trade against these things. Even though the Spine Crawlers do a ton of extra damage, he's going to break up the ramp, and this may just be the end of the game. There's just not enough production. He doesn't have any Lings out anymore. He's making 4 right now, but they're going to die as they spawn. Drone drill here, but
yeah, Ragnarok made the wrong decision when he tried to move the Spine Crawler. Ryung saw it and immediately took his chance, moved in and took down the Harvesters, and the Queen on top of the ramp bursts through, takes the game. GG.
You know, I felt like Ryung's execution could have been a little bit better as well. Here, I want to ask your opinion on this. Now, when he first sent the SCV, the first SCV he sent around where the Overlord normally would not be able to spot, then he just sent it to the main. If he starts bunkering there, the Ragnarok didn't see his SCV at all, and he wouldn't have no vision of the bunker. I think that might have been the better choice. He could get the bunker up so much faster. A lot of players like to send it to the main so it looks more normal. What is your opinion on this, actually?
If you're sure that your opponent definitely has not seen the SCV, you can definitely do it, but you also want to know what exactly is going on in the main base. So at this point, if you are sure that he hasn't seen the SCV, you can definitely do it. But if it's already been spotted by an Overlord or by the hatch and your SCV doesn't appear in your opponent's main base, you will know that something's going on and immediately send everything down. Then you might have to cancel, you might lose the SCV as well, and you're in a tough spot. But how Ryung did it, that was really well executed.
Yeah, the second bunker that he did was so well done that it didn't matter that he showed the first SCV like that. But
and Ragnarok just had a problem taking down this bunker. If you actually move in with your drones, what you want to do is you want to attack that bunker immediately, because you have the Spine Crawler building, but it started later than the bunker. So you need to force a cancel on the bunker, and then you are actually ahead with what you do. But Ryung actually committing so much to it, even pulling those additional 5 SCVs. So it was a lot of pressure. Ragnarok didn't defend properly, had a few openings that Ryung, completely capitalized on. So right now, game number 2 starting with a 1-0 lead for the